In today's class, we will see what is conditional probability and what is the meaning of independence of events, and then what is the product rule of probability. So, first, let's start with conditional probability. Okay. So, you must be familiar with the term event. So, like, suppose E is an event, and you must be knowing sample space. So, sample space, we may denote it by S. Okay. So, event E, or you may take it like A, B, C, D. Okay, so A, B, like this. So, how to define conditional probability? So, the definition is if I write definition, the conditional probability of B given A. Okay, so the conditional probability of event B, okay, given A, so given event A, denoted by, so the notation for this is probability of B given A. So we read it at B given A, or you can say probability of occurrence of event B when A has already occurred. Okay, so probability of event B given A. So A and B are two events, and is defined by, and this is defined by probability of B given A. So I think most of you know the definition. So anyone would like to tell the definition? You must be knowing all these things in your last, in schools you might have seen this. So anyone would like to tell me the definition of probability of B given A?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, your voice is lagging.
Okay, voice is lagging, and can you see the screen? Screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so screen is visible, voice is lagging. So what can I do? 1 minute. Okay, is it better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I was asking, what is the definition of probability of B given A? So anyone would like to tell? I know all of you know. Okay, so I'm sure all of you know this. So what is the definition? Is it not the matter that I don't know? Okay, so you might be thinking, I don't know. I want to know from you. Is it? Okay, so definition is probability of B intersection A, or you may write probability of A intersection B upon probability of A. Okay, provided, so provided or given probability of A must be strictly more than 0. It cannot be equal to 0. When probability of A is equal to 0, then it will be not defined. Okay, so this is the definition for conditional probability of event B given event A. Okay, so this was definition 1. The next definition is for independence. Okay, so two events A and B are said to be independent if, okay, so let me first write the definition, then we'll solve questions based on these definitions. So definition 2. Okay, let me know if something is wrong. Okay, Either voice is not clear, or you cannot see the screen, or you don't understand something. Okay, so first I defined what is the meaning of conditional probability of B given A. You may write it probability of A given B. So similar way you can define it. Then what is the meaning of independence of two events? So, so independence is two events A and B. Okay, two events A and B are independent. Okay, so this independence, this is in sense of probability. Okay, there is a one word independence in sense of linear algebra. So you might have seen independent and not independent. So this is in sense of probability. Just I'm telling you because there are two sense of independent, है ना? Linearly independent. This word comes in linear algebra. So two events A and B are independent if and only if and only if. So I double F we also write in short, I double F, all double implies. So two events A and B are independent if and only if probability of B given A is equal to probability of B. So see what happens. In the left side, you see probability of B given A. This is same as probability of B. A is not given. So simply in usual sense, if you try to know what is the meaning of independence. So two events A and B are independent if occurrence of one of the event does not affect the occurrence of the other event. So same thing is written here if you see it carefully. So occurrence of B will not affect occurrence of A, or occurrence of A will not affect occurrence of B. Then A and B are two independent events. So in mathematical sense, definition is probability of B given A is equal to probability of B. So means A is given or not given, it will not affect the occurrence of B. That's why A and B are independent. Or in other way, other definition you can write either this you can write, or you can write probability of A given B. So what should I write on right side? Anyone? A and B are independent. Then probability of A given B will be equal to what?
Probability
Probability
of
of
A.
A.
Yes, right. Probability of A. Okay. So you understood probability of A. So means B is given or B is not given. It will not affect the occurrence of A. Okay. So this is the definition of independence, and we will have better definitions in the like when we will be given two events and we have to check whether they are independent or not. So we will not use this definition. We will have better result after using multiplication rule. So this is just definition. Okay, let me define the third thing. So third is the product rule. The product rule of probability. Okay, there is a term product rule of counting. You might have known the word product rule of counting. Like you want to do two work at a time, the first work can be done in m ways, other work can be done in n ways. So both work one by one or at a time can be done in m into n ways. So that is the product rule of counting. And what we are discussing, so we are discussing product rule of probability, not counting. Okay, so we are discussing product rule of probability, or we also call it multiplication rule, okay, of probability. Same thing, multiplication rule of probability. So what is the meaning of this? Okay, so look this carefully. Probability of B given A is equal to probability of B intersection A upon probability of A. So if I ask you do the cross multiplication, then what will we get after doing cross multiplication in this? So suppose let me write it equation 1 or result 1. Okay, so you do the cross multiplication, then anyone would tell? Okay, let me write here. So we had probability of B given A as probability of B intersection A, and you know in mathematics A intersection B and B intersection A both are same. So in place of B intersection A, you may write A intersection B. Okay, so a whole upon probability of A. Okay, so what I'm saying, you do cross multiplication. So after doing cross multiplication, probability of B intersection A, or you may write probability of A intersection B. Okay, so probability of A intersection B. So do the cross multiplication. So in this, you just do cross multiplication. So we'll get probability of A into probability of B given A. Are you getting? So this was conditional probability formula. And we just cross multiplied it, so we get this. And B intersection A is same as A intersection B, so I will write probability of A intersection B as PA into probability of B given A. So this formula is called multiplication rule of probability, or the product rule of probability. So in the product rule, what we find, we find probability of occurrence of both the events A and B. So what is the left side? So left side is probability of A and B. Intersection is AND. So probability of A and B is equal to probability of A into probability of B when A has already occurred. B given A means a probability of B when A has already occurred. So A is given to you, okay, in B given A. So this formula is called multiplication rule of probability, or the product rule of probability. Uh, okay, this formula can also be written in other way. So other way, like if I define probability of A given B. So anyone would like to tell me what is the formula for probability of A given B? So tell me, anyone.
So probability of A intersection B
Yes.
by probability of B.
Yeah, thank you. So probability of A given B is equal to probability of A intersection B upon probability of B, provided probability of B should be strictly more than 0. Okay. So again, if we do cross multiplication, so we will get probability of A intersection B as probability of B into probability of A given B. So this formula is also called product rule of probability, or multiplication rule of probability. So both have the same left hand side. You can see just RHS. So in RHS, what happens? Here you have written first probability of A, then probability of B given A. Here we write first probability of B, then probability of A given B. Okay, so it depends on the situation what you have given. You may use any one of them. Okay, so these both formula are multiplication rule of probability. So in short, I will write again. So thus we have, so like they have given in the notes if they provide. So they have given like theorem 0.1. Okay, so it is saying, if in an experiment, so if in an experiment the events A and B can both occur, okay, if both A and B can occur, then what is the chance of occurrence of both the events A and B? So what is the chance of occurrence of both the events A and B? So probability of A intersection B means probability of A and B. So you already know intersection means and. Union means or.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Sir, in the so your voice is lagging and the screen is before the screen of the probability of A intersection B. So the screen is stopped there.
Okay, 1 minute. So I think where is the problem? Is this problem for everyone or just for few of you? Let me present again. Okay, can you see this screen? Theorem 0.1. Is it visible for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so theorem 0.1 is if in an experiment the events A and B can both occur, then probability of A and B this is equal to okay so probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B given A. Okay, in the similar way, you may also write, or you can also write in this way: probability of A intersection B as probability of B into probability of A given B. Okay, so here probability of A must be strictly more than 0, and here probability of B must be strictly more than 0. So these two formula are called product rule of probability. Okay, so we discussed currently three concepts. Mainly, what is the conditional probability? Then, what is the definition of independence of two events? Then, product rule. Okay. Now, I will write the next theorem related to independence of events that will be used in the question solving. So, theorem 0.2 I am writing. Two events A and B are independent. Two events A and B are independent if and only if. So look here, when we were defining independence, so we had this definition. Definition 2. Two events A and B are independent if and only if probability of B given A is equal to probability of B and probability of A given B is equal to probability of A. They mean that occurrence of one will not affect the occurrence of other. So this thing I will use in the multiplication rule to get better results. Now use that definition of independence here. So this will produce a result. So A and B are independent, then I will use this result further. So probability of A intersection B will be equal to, so look here, I'm just writing this first one, and we are writing for independent. So we say two events are independent. If so, multiplication rules says that we can write probability of A intersection B as probability of A into probability of B given A. This formula is in general true. This is true always. Okay. And now I want to use this result for independence. So when we say two events are independent, we had the definition that probability of B given A, this is equal to what? Probability of B given A is equal to probability of B. So now we have this result, and this will help you to solve question easily. Okay. So whenever you want to prove or you want to check,
Sir,
yes,
sir,
yes, yes.
sir, a student is trying to join this call, sir. Sir, he was disconnected before 2 or 3 minutes. back. So he's trying to join. Can you join him, sir? Ankit. His name is Ankit.
Actually, I don't have the access. I think the administration will take care of that. So,
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
okay, but you called me. I think they have noticed, so they will allow them. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So two events A and B are independent if and only if probability of A intersection B is equal to PA into PB. So this is the definition. So this is a result actually, because I have used something else as definition. So in some book you may find this is as a definition. So no problem. But while solving this question, you can use it. This is if and only if. So this will work as a definition also if you want to use. So this is the meaning of independence. So when you want to prove or check that two events A and B are independent, then probability of A intersection B is equal to PA into PB. So this is the meaning of independence. Okay. Now, if we further generalize the result, okay. So if we further generalize this result, especially for the multiplication rule. So let me generalize the multiplication. So the theorem is, so what we want to do, this is generalize multiplication rule. Okay, so we had that probability of A intersection B is equal to PA into P B given A. And so let me write in terms of A1, A2. So it will help us in generalization. So probability of A1 intersection A2 is probability of A1 into probability of A2 given A1. So this we have already seen this earlier. Now I want to generalize for three. So A1, A2, and A3 are three events. So what is the probability of occurrence of A1 and A2 and A3? So see, I'm generalizing. So you can write it as probability of A1 into, so what will be next term? Anyone would like to say? So what should I write the next term? You may take intuition from here, second term. So probability of A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 is equal to probability of A1 into. So what should I write? Into. Yes.
So probability of A into probability of B into probability of C.
No, it is not in general. I'm not writing independence. That will be in case of independence. So you are telling that will work in case of independent. I'm not writing independent event. So I'm just writing generalized multiplication rule. So for 2 we have seen. So like this was a multiplication rule theorem 0.1. I want to generalize this result. Generalize means we had here only two events A and B. Now I have three, A1, A2, A3. So what can we write? Okay. So probability of A1 into probability of A2 given A1. So why given A1? Because A1 probability we have already taken. So like we considered that A1 is already occurred. So first we are finding the probability of occurrence of A1, then probability of occurrence of A2 when A1 has already occurred. And into, now there will be a third term also because we want to find the probability of occurrence of A1 and A2 and A3. So what will be next term? Anyone would like to guess? So into probability of what?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, nothing is audible properly. Your voice is lagging.
So anyone other tell me, is it the problem for everyone or just for you? Because I may shift my place.
And now it is audible. So when you were explaining, nothing was audible properly. So now the screen came.
Okay. So actually, I also don't know what is happening. Okay. Okay, let's manage. See what happens. Okay, so I'm asking probability of A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 is equal to probability of A1 into probability of A2 given A1 into next. What should I write? Hmm. Yes. Now I cannot listen you. I think so. Yes, you might be telling right. This A3 given A1 and A2 both has already occurred. So like this you can write probability of A1 into probability of A2 given A1 into probability of A3 given A1 intersection A2. Similarly, if I write for next, okay, everything is all right. So am I audible? And the screen is visible now.
So yes, in between the screen is getting stopped and your voice is lagging when you're explaining.
Okay. Okay, try to manage. So I will repeat things. So I will make sure it will not create problem. So next is what is the formula for A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 intersection A4 and so on. Okay, let me write it for AN. So there are n events A1, A2, A3 up to AN. We want to find the probability of occurrence of all of them. Okay, all of them means A1 and A2 and A3 and so on. So how to write? To see, just you just understand the trick. Like probability of A1 will write into probability of A2 given A1. So because A1 you have already taken, that's why. Into probability of A3 given A1 intersection A2. Intersection means end. So you know probability of A1 and probability of A2 we already considered. And so on. It will go like this. It will go like the last term will be probability of AN given A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 and till AN minus 1. Okay, so this is generalization of multiplication rule of probability. So if you have any question regarding this, you may please ask. And now I will write the general for independence of event. Okay, so let me write next theorem regarding independence. So first thing I would ask you. So we had result that two events, okay, two events A and B are independent if and only if. So what was the condition? Anyone please tell me. What is the not definition? I'm asking result. Okay, you may tell anything. So what do you understand by yes independence of A and B? Yeah, tell me. Uh, what should I write next?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
So you were explaining probability of A1 intersection A2 intersection up to AN. So will you please explain it? So your voice was not audible properly.
Okay. So I was explaining this thing. Okay. So what I said, probability of A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 intersection A4 and so on up to intersection of AN. There are n events. So how will we find the probability of this? So it is equal to probability of A1 into probability of A2 given A1 into probability of A3 given A1 and A2. And means intersection. So in sense of set, and means intersection.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and so on till last. So we'll write probability of an and so on. Last term is an into, and before an we have considered all the events like a1 a2 a3. So a1 intersection a2 intersection a3 up to an minus. This is fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I was asking, what do you understand by this term? Two events A and B are independent. So tell me, anyone, till now, what you understood. So I said the definition also and the result also. So what do you remember? When can we say two events are independent? Hmm. Anyone can tell?
So the probability of A or B won't have effect on each,
Right?
any effect on each.
Yes. So in mathematical sense, what do you write? So the one sense it was A given B is equal to probability of A. This was the definition. Or you write probability of B given A is equal to probability of B. This is right. Both are correct. You write this or write this. Or the third one, the most important, especially regarding solving problem or during solving problem. So it was probability of A intersection B is equal to probability of A into probability of B. So two events A and B are independent. You may remember this or this or this. But this is most important because you can solve questions using this very easily. Okay. So I was asking for this. So main you have to remember this. Two events A and B are independent if this happens. Now I will generalize this. Okay. So I want to generalize this result. So tell me, now I will write the next theorem regarding generalization of this. The theorem is three events. So it's up to you. You want to take A1, A2, A3, or you want to take A, B, C. So what do you want? What should I consider? A, B, C or A1, A2, A3? What should I write?
So anything will do.
Okay, so let me write chalo, A1, A2, A3. So three events A1, A2, A3 are independent. If and only if. So what should I write? Tell me, anyone. You may guess using last result. So how, when can we say that three events are independent?
So A1 probability of A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 will be probability of A into probability of B into probability of C.
Yes.
Means A1 probability of
Yeah, got your
A2
point.
and probability of A3.
I got it. So this is one of the conditions. So like in case of two, you write only this. So this is fine. That probability of you may write ABC or A1 into A3. So probability of A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 is equal to probability of A1 into probability of A2 into probability of A3. But this is not only one condition. So while you are checking for three events, you have to check four conditions. Yes, this is the one. Other is, so you have to check first this, second this is and not or. So I hope you know the difference between and or. In sense of probability, these
Yes,
two
sir.
words play a very important role. Okay, so I'm writing and condition. So and means both or all. So this condition must satisfy, and you have to check a1 intersection a2 must be equal to probability of a1 into probability of a2. Means a1 a2 should also be independent, and you also have to check probability of A2 intersection A3 is equal to probability of A2 into probability of A3. As well as you have to check this also. And so if all four conditions satisfies, then only you can say that A1, A2, A3 are independent, or especially this was mutually independent. So they use the word mutually independent. Mutually independence. So this condition is if and only if. So I double F means if and only if. So all four conditions are satisfied. What is the fourth? Fourth is A1 intersection A3 is equal to probability of A1 into probability of A3. So while checking A1, A2, A3, you have to check all these conditions, all four conditions. Okay. So now I will shift go to the problem part. Okay, but before going to the problem part, let me write one more generalization of this. So what if I will ask you four events? So it's your choice. You may take A, B, C, D, or you may take A1, A2, A3, A4. So I'm taking A1, A2, A3, A4 are mutually independent if and only if. Yes. So anyone tell me what are the conditions to check for independence of four events? Yeah, you may tell. What do you remember? What will be the condition according to you? You may take help from last result.
So probability of A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 and A4 is equal to probability of A1 into probability of A2 into probability of A3 into probability of A4. The probability of A intersection A2 will be probability of A1 intersection A2. Probability of A2 intersection A3 will be probability of A2 into probability of A3. Probability of A1 intersection no A3 intersection A4 will be probability of A3 into A4. Then probability of A1 intersection A4 will be probability of A1 into probability of A4.
Okay, you got the point, but you have to check taking three at a time also. So like for three, we checked two at a time and then three at a time. Now we have four results. So we'll check four at a time, three at a time, two at a time. So means uh, yes. So you told most of the conditions. So like the first you may check A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 intersection A4. This is equal to probability of A1 into probability of A2 into probability of A3 into probability of A4. So this we are considering all four at a time. Okay. Now you may take three. So like probability of I write AI intersection AJ intersection AK is equal to probability of AI into probability of AJ into probability of AK. Why I'm taking IJK? You may take I1, J2, K3 and like so where I, J, K can take value either 1, 2, 3, 4. You may take anything. But consider I different from J different from K. All three must be different from each other. Okay, so for example, A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 is equal to probability of A1 into probability of A2 into probability of A3. You may take A2 intersection A3 intersection A4 probability. So probability of A2 into probability of A3 into probability of A4. There are many combinations. 4C3. There will be four combinations. So instead of writing four times, I write in general. Okay. Next condition will be this, and you have to check this. And next will be probability of AI intersection AJ is equal to probability of AI into probability of AJ. So where IJ can take value 1, 2, 3, 4. You may take any one 1, 2, 3, 4, but make sure I and J are different. So here, okay. So was it visible?
No, sir, not audible also.
Okay, so I think in between something happens. I get the sound. I don't know what happens. I don't know. So okay, let's manage to I check it. What is the problem? Yeah. So what I was telling, when you want to check four events independence, you just check taking all four at a time, taking three at a time. So I took probability of AI intersection AJ intersection AK is equal to probability of AI into probability of AJ into probability of AK. So IJK you may take any number from 1 2 3 4, but IJK you should choose different all three. Okay, so a probability of a1 intersection a2 intersection a3 is equal to probability of a1 into probability of a2 into probability of a3. Okay, uh, yes, like two at a time. So here I'm taking two at a time, like probability of a1 intersection a2 is equal to pa1 into pa2, and so that all combinations. So instead of writing all combination, I'm writing in symbol. Okay, so you have to check this, and so on. You may think now for generalization. Okay, so let me come to the question part now. So these were the theories. First was what is conditional probability. Second, what is the meaning of independent of two events definition. Then product rule, just cross multiplication in the conditional probability formula. Next I discussed theorem. So theorem regarding independence events. Sorry, this is a theorem regarding multiplication rule. So this is a multiplication rule actually. है ना? So these two are nothing but the multiplication rule. Multiplication rule. Okay, and here we talk about independence of two event. Then we generalize the multiplication rule for n. Then we were generalizing independence of events. Okay, so now come to the problem part. So let me discuss the question. So the question is, find the probability of randomly selecting four quads. Okay, so question is, find the probability. Okay, so this is fine. Find the probability of randomly selecting four good quarts of milk in succession from from a cooler containing 20 quarts of which 5 have spoiled. Okay, okay, so you may think of this. So question is, what is the probability of randomly selecting four good quarts of milk in succession, like one by one, from a cooler containing 20 quarts of which 5 have spoiled. So 5 have spoiled. So how many are good? Okay, so this is
20.
yes. So like there is a box, you may take there is a box. Okay, it has total 20 milk packet. Okay, so 5 have a spoiled, so good one are how many? 15. Okay. Okay, now the question is, so 15 is good and this is spoiled. Okay, so question is, you are selecting how many? Selecting 4. Okay, so tell me, what is the chance that find the probability of randomly selecting 4 good quarts of milk in a succession from a cooler containing 5 quarts, of which 5 are spoiled. Okay, so you are 4 selecting, and what is the chance that that 4 will be good? है ना? All 4 will be good. So anyone would like to tell me the answer? You may tell wrong answer, no problem, but you may learn. So we are selecting 4. Okay, solution here to we are selecting 4. Okay, quarts of milk. So what is the chance that all 4 will be good? Of milk. So what is the chance that probability that all 4 are good? Yes. So there may be more than one method. It depends on your thinking level. So one simple permutation combination can be used. So how many good are available? How many good packets are available? Let me tell you packet. So how many good packets are available? Yes. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me, how many good packets are available? 15. Okay. So is it? Okay, so what is the number of way of selecting 4 packet of milks out of 15? Because we want to get good. Okay, so total. Okay, let me decide first total number of way. You know the formula, na? Number of elements in event E upon total number of one way is this. So we have total 15 good packets. So we have to select 4 good. So 15 choose 4 upon total packets are how many? 20. And we are selecting how many? 4. So 20 C4. है ना? 20 choose 4 is 20 C4. So question is, we are selecting 4 quarts or 4 packet of milk. So what is the probability that all 4 are good? So there are 15 good. So we will select 4 from this out of total 15. So out of total 20. So the sample space will have number of outcome 20 C4, and the event will have 15 C4. So you may solve it. So you know the way, I think. 15 C4 is 15 factorial upon 4 factorial, 15 minus 4, 11 factorial. 20 C4 is 20 factorial, 4 factorial, and 20 minus 4, 16 factorial. So if you simplify, so let me write 15 factorial, 4 factorial, 11 factorial into, I'm just simplifying, 4 factorial, 16 factorial upon 20 factorial. So you may cancel it 4 factorial. So what do you get? 15 factorial keep as it is, and open this 11 factorial. Oh, so it's better to open 15 factorial. So 15 factorial can be written as 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 into 11 factorial. So into you may write in this fashion, and keep the denominator as it is, 11 factorial into 16 factorial you keep as it is, 20 factorial can be written 20 into 19 into 18 into 17 into 16 into, oh, so keep at 16 factorial because 16 factorial will be cancelled. So this 2 gets cancelled and this gets cancelled. Now you simplify it. So yes, anyone simplify it and tell me the answer. So 12 threes are 18. Okay, 3 fives are 15. Fine. 5 fours are 20. So what is in the numerator? So numerator is 14, 13. Rest are cancelled. In the denominator, 4, 19, 17 are left. Okay, 4, 19, 17. Yeah. So more can be cancelled. Here it is 7, here it is 2. Okay. So 7 into 13 in numerator, 2 into 19 into 17. So can you multiply and tell me the answer? So numerator is 91 and denominator is how much? You multiply it and tell me. Yeah, you multiply and tell me. 2 into 19 into 17.
So point
So
one
the
four.
answer is 0.281.
I don't know the answer, so you may divide it and tell me. I don't know. So this is the answer, 991 upon 323. You may divide it by, in convert into decimal, see what is the answer. Okay, this is a one of the way. The other way is, so here what we did, we selected 4 packets from 15, so 15C4 out of 4 packet, denominator 4 packet from 20 total. So number of favorable outcome upon total number of outcomes. I use that. Second way is, we may use multiplication rule of counting here. So I didn't use multiplication rule of counting here, but we may use the multiplication of counting here. The second method, I'm doing the same question using second method. So second method, so I'm using multiplication rule of counting. So think of like this. So there is a box which contains 20 milk packet, 5 are spoiled and 15 are good. Okay. So now A1, I'm telling first good packet. Okay, first packet is good, you may say is good. Second, A2 means second packet is good. A3 is third packet is good, है ना? And A4 I'm taking fourth packet is good. So okay, so the question was, what is the probability that all the 4 packet you select are good? Means A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 intersection A4. This was the probability we need to find. Probability that the 4 packet we select all are good. So we may use the multiplication rule of counting. So according to formula, it is probability of A1, probability of A2 given A1, probability of A3 given A1 intersection A2 into probability of A4 given A1 intersection A2 intersection A3. Now, you look carefully, है ना? Try to answer my question. In fact, you may give wrong answer, no problem. So probability of A1. A1 means the first packet is good. So you select the first packet and it is good. So what is the chance that you select 1 packet from this box, it will be good? So how many good packets are there? 15 out of 20. So this is the probability that first packet will be good. A2 given A1. So A2 given A1 means, what is the probability that second packet will be good, given that this line is given that first packet was good. So now when you are drawing the second packet, so first were already good and they are taken out. Okay, it is not replaced, so they are taken out. So what is the chance of this? Can anyone tell me? A2 given A1.
14 by 19.
Correct, 14 by 19, because you have only 14 packets, good packets now out of 19, because first packet is already taken out. Into, what is the probability of this?
13 by 18.
13 by 18, and similarly next is 12 upon 17, right?
12 by 17.
Yeah, good. So you multiply it, you will get the same answer. You just check it and we'll get the same answer, 91 upon 323. You check it. So both way will work. So it depends on you how you. Okay. So one I use direct permutation combination concept, and other we use the multiplication rule. Okay. So before ending class, let's try one more problem. So the question is lengthy, I will write precisely. So the question is saying that a class in advanced physics is composed of 10 juniors, 30 seniors, and 10 graduate students. So let me write like this. So the class has 10 juniors, okay, and 30 seniors, and 10 graduate student. 10 graduate student. Okay, 10, 30, 10. The final grades show that 3 of the juniors, 10 of the seniors, and 5 of the graduate students received an A for the course. So like you have 3 juniors and 10 of the seniors and 5 of the graduate student got A grade. So they are saying got A grade. Got A grade. Okay, so the final grade so that 3 of the junior, 10 of the senior, and 5 of the graduate student receive grade A. If a student is chosen at random from this class and is found to have earned an A grade, so what is the probability that he or she is senior? So see, let me write what they asked. They asked what is the probability. First, I will write A event. So event A is what is the probability that he or she is senior? What is the probability of being senior? And B, it is given that got grade A. So what they are asking, just try to understand. They ask you what is the probability that they are a senior given that they got grade B. Sorry, got grade A. So B is the event. You may rename it if you want. So okay. So again, I think the screen was problem. Okay. So am I audible? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will finish just within 1 minute. Okay. So what I'm telling, in a class, total 10 juniors are there, 30 seniors, and 10 graduate. You have given information that 3 junior, 10 senior, and 5 graduate student got A grade. So now I will change the question. So question is what is the probability that a student is a senior if they got A grade? You are given. So according to formula, so tell me probability of A intersection B upon probability of A. So A intersection B means what? A intersection B. So A intersection B means senior who get senior who get A grade. Intersection means and, है ना? Senior who get A grade. So how many senior got A grade? Can anyone tell me? How many senior got A grade? 10 senior got A grade. This is the information. Probability of A. Acha, I am writing just 10. So 10 is the number. So total probability, right? 10 upon total. Number of elements in sample space. You may write like total was how many? 10 plus 30 plus 10. 50. Yes, numerator. Probability of A. A is what? Got A grade. So how many students got A grade in total? How many students got A grade in total? So total students were 50 and total A grade student is 3 plus 10 plus 5, 18. So upon 18 and total is 50. So what I'm finding probability. Probability is number of favorable outcome upon total number of outcome. So it is 10 upon 18. 10 upon 18 is what? 5 upon 9. So it's a 5 upon 9. So you all please try the problem based on these topics, and if you have doubt, you may ask me in next class and we can discuss that. So whatever book you follow, so from that you go through these topics, you solve examples, then you solve exercise, and if you get any problem or confusion, then you ask me in next class. Okay, so time is over, so I will stop today here. Okay then, thank you. If you have any doubt, you may ask.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you everyone.